Time for our lawn and landscape tip of the week from our experts, Nate at Stockman Lawnscaping. We're talking about fertilizer. A lot of people getting into that phase of they want to green things up, they want to kill certain things off.
Right.
Is there a difference from one lawn to the next, from one neighborhood to the next?
Yeah, so everybody has a different type of turf. I mean, majority of people in this area have the same, it's just a fescue. But some people might have a different turf. So you really have to know your yard, you have to know what you're getting into, know what you're treating. There's different things you can do. You can test the soil, see what's below. You can send it to a lab. I mean, it's like 25 bucks, but you know, your local supply places can help you out with that. But you can do that too. There's a lot of in-depth information about fertilizer out there.
And that probably helps you with regards to the different kinds of fertilizer that you want to be thinking about putting down, depending on the time of year, spring, summer, or fall.
Yeah,
What are the different kinds of fertilizer when you're going to your home and garden center? What should you be looking for?
So the biggest thing that you want to look for is on the bag, it'll tell you spring application, summer application, fall application, winter application. There's a brand that makes it very easy for everybody, and that's what I would recommend that you do if you're going to do it yourself, because you can go to a landscape supply place and they just have the numbers and you kind of have to know what you're looking for. So I would say the biggest thing is to just read the bag and kind of look at the information as to what you're getting into, and it'll tell you right on there if it's going to be a spring application like we're in now, where you're going to do weed and feed and crabgrass preventative and things like that, or if you're going to be putting, you know, a summer application down when it's a little bit less.
What's this? You told me this little phrase before we came on, up, down, all around. What's that all about?
Okay, so up, down, all around. On the bag, there's three numbers. There's a number and a dash, a number and a dash, and a number. Up, down, all around. It's just the different chemicals in it. The first number is how much your grass is going to grow up. So the higher that number is, the more your grass is going to go up. The second number is for the roots. That's how much the roots are going to spread around. And the third number is all around. And that's going to be how much it fills in all the different areas that you see out here. So up, down, all around. It's the easiest way to remember those three numbers.
So we know our lawn. Now we know what kind of fertilizer we want to put down. Is there a proper way to apply it?
Yeah, so you see John behind us. He has a spreader back there. A lot of people use a hand spreader. It's a granular fertilizer. The biggest thing that you cannot do is you don't want to put too much fertilizer down. And if you put too little down, it's not going to do anything. And you can't overlap yourself. If you start overlapping yourself, you're going to burn out your grass. So you kind of have to watch where you're putting it down, watch your spreader calibration and things like that.
And finally, it's not just about fertilizing your lawn, it's about wanting to get rid of dandelions, crabgrass, things like that.
Right.
Weed killers. Tell me about the different types of weed killers and fertilizer mixtures, and then if you want to control pests, if you have animals or your kids, you know, fleas, ticks, they're prominent around here.
So dandelions are a huge one. I have one here. We battle them all year. You want to get them taken care of in the spring. If you don't, you're in trouble. So you can spray these with a weed killer. You can get it at any hardware store. It's just a generic weed killer. We use a little bit more powerful stuff. You can get that at different lawn and landscape supply places. The other thing that you brought up, the flea and tick applications. That's a big one. I have 2 dogs, love them to death, don't want them to get sick, don't want them to have ticks. So we put down a spray, and you can buy it. It's just a spray application that you spray down your grass with, so that if there's any ticks or any fleas in your grass, it'll kill them and it'll prevent them from coming back.
All right, very good. So if you're a do-it-yourselfer, you got all the great tips from Stockman Lawnscaping and Nate. If you don't want to do it yourself and you want to leave it to the professionals, give them a call.
Just do your research first. There's a lot of information about fertilizer, and we don't want to see people burning out their lawns. So go online, do your research. There's a lot of things you can get into. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call. We'll help you out as best we can.
All right, Nate from Stockman Lawnscaping, appreciate it.